Hello friends, welcome to the video about Xenosaga, A Missing Year. This takes place between Xenosaga 2 and 3, and it is important lore for the series, and important to know what happens between the two games. Now don't ask me why a 2005 Flash PowerPoint presentation is what you need to understand the full series, but blame Japan, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna get into it. There are a couple points that I'm not talking, but I'm going to be reading some of the non-voice acted sections of this a little bit later on once I realize that just makes it a little bit better, so that'll make the stream a little bit better, but before that you'll just have to read some of the stuff here. But at the same time, I hope you guys will enjoy this experience, and hopefully it'll allow you to appreciate the series that much more, so let's get into it. Alright, well, I think we're about to get started here, and yeah. So, Xenosaga Missing Year is basically the canon, it's canon, and it's what happens between Xenosaga's episodes 2 and 3. So, otherwise, you might be a little bit confused how we got to the situation in Xenosaga 3 if you don't watch this, but it's not really that major of a deal, but it is important to at least, if you want to understand the full story and everything, to at least watch this. Otherwise, you'd probably have to read up the database to see what happens and how the characters get to where they are. But, alright. Let's get started on this, and thank you all so much for coming by, and yeah, we're going to be watching a lot. I'll try to pause the video if there's anything I want to say, or between the segments and chapters here, I can also pause and talk about what just happened and stuff, so we'll try not to have it be that boring, and let me know if the audio is fine. I have desktop audio turned up all the way, so you should be able to hear everything just fine, but we'll see. Alright, let's get started here. And tell me if, honestly, the frame cuts might be the video itself. Let me look at it. Let me look at it myself. I slowed down the speed. That might make it a little easier to read everything. No, the video seems fine. I'm just gonna give you a summary of things right at the start here. Okay. Yeah, that'll slow down the text. It should make it easier to read as well. So, Xion quit her job at Vector and is now working for an organization called Scientia. So, Xion leaves Vector. She doesn't even say goodbye to Cosmos. It is Scientia, sorry. Okay, this should make it much easier to digest. Once we get past the exposition info at the start, it shouldn't be that bad. I promise. Space-time anomaly was the thing that Junior went into to fight Albedo at the end of Saga 2, by the way. Abel's Arc was the thing at the end of Xenosaga 2. The Gnosis threat has intensified since then. Jin is now investigating the Gnosis attacks and why they are getting more frequent. You don't like essential plot being in a PowerPoint? This is good! This is good stuff right here. So basically there's a pattern in the text, and they're always targeting like high population centers, which makes it seem like it's planned. Thought everyone liked reading the plot Xenogears told me to. So, the new hypothesis is that the Gnosis are being controlled by someone. Dude, the model kit lore, though. The model kit lore. I originally assumed that the motion conflict from 14 years ago was the cause of... Yeah, alright. Makes sense. Yo, it's Yuri Mizrahi! What on earth is this? It's missing here. Crucial Xenosaga lore. An unknown purpose. Imagine thinking you can have stability in this universe. There will be a test! Oh, man. Yo, this is the best animation. What do you mean? I'll speed it up during the voice acting segments. Hello, flashing engine. She was taken, I assume. Yo, it's Japanese only. We had to get fan translations of our PowerPoint slides. Oh, we're gonna have to slow this down again, aren't we? Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Alright, we were able to save the girl. We did it. We did it. Doctus. She is affiliated with Scientia. That was the organization Shion said she started to work for, so we're gonna get the backstory behind that now. And she managed to damage Cosmos? Crazy. To be continued. Thank you, translation team, for this. I appreciate it. Alright, let's continue, I suppose. Oh, she destroyed Cosmos? What the heck? Why did she want the little girl? We have to have the little girl. Oh my gosh, we gotta slow down the text again. This is so frustrating. Also, that's Shion design. I have no idea where that one came from. Imagine this was an anime movie, it would make it easier to watch. But PowerPoint presentation, this is the most important lore. Alright, we're talking about the little girl now. Let me get Tom, this is important.
Lemugeton の男子
ある種のプログラムの断片よ。ただ、これにはグノーシスへ干渉し、出現を促す効果があるの。
I love when they're giving us background info and then like voice acting at the same time. Alright, so Lemugeton was used by Mizrahi in the Song of Nephilim, and that's how they were able to basically do stuff with the Gnosis. That's basically what you need to know about that. Not bothered by any of this going over my head, considering the same is true of the
この
actual
プログ
games.
ラムはロストエルサレム時代に開発されたものよ。ただ、14年前の紛争により、いくつかの断片となって UMN に消えてしま
I'm
う。
not surprised we only have 59 viewers right now. This is hard to watch.
グリモア・ベルム。
釘も
Yes, Grimoire Verum.
そんなことありえないわ。 数千年を生きる
Oh, the
人間
text
など
doesn't fit in
存
the
在しない
box.
わ。
That's fine. So Grimoire of Aram is someone from Lost Jerusalem, which is basically Earth before it disappeared. He uses his daughter as a test subject, and he was able to complete the Gnosis summoning program. Kind of messed up. Kind of messed up. Basically, this Grimoire person seems to be heavily linked with the Gnosis, as we're finding out right now. It's still important. Pikmin Steve, don't worry. It's leading to something.
違う。私はネピリ。
Is my camera covering up this up? No. Let me pause this to... Wait, I did not mean to go back here. I want to pause this to read it myself. Again. Professional diagnosis was deemed necessary. Though she said her name was Nephilim. That's familiar, right? Not the same Nephilim, though. Yeah, this Nephilim doesn't look like Ellie.
残念なことに、彼女の記憶、つまり過去のデータだけど、すべて人為的に破棄されているのよ。
記憶がない。では、自分をネピリムと名乗ったのは？
その情報は比較的新しいものよ。誰か第三者の手によってインプットされたものなのは間違いないわ。
What does it all mean? There's Dogtooth. Is my camera covering up this text or not? Let me see. No, okay. Awesome. Oops, caps lock. It's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. Totally. That epic model. That art.
来ないで。助けて。
あなた、グリモーを。
その少女、こちらに引き渡して。
いきなり発砲とは穏やかじゃないな。
次は外さないよ。
気の強い人だ。この子の保護者という感じではなさそうです。
メリオ・トゥティッシム・スイービス。グリモアの少女、あなたの手に余る代物よ。
なるほど。命を狙われるには十分すぎる理由だ。
そのひょうひょうとした態度、鼻につくわね。いいわ。今日のところは引いてあげる。Vive memor mortis.
Goodbye, Dogtooth.
大丈夫。もう
Goodbye, Dogtooth. Alright, I turned my volume down. You shouldn't be able to pick that up anymore. Alright, next slide. Alright. And this is how we're going to get Cosmos version 3. She's damaged and now they're going to upgrade her. That's how she gets a much better design than the version 2 design she has currently. Very important lore right there.
シオン、小委員会に座標を報告し、支援の要請を。
Yeah, I don't know what the heck is up with Sion's art right there. I have no idea what's up with that. It is. It's more entertaining than school PowerPoints, you're right. Alright. We're raiding the battleship. Let's go. My neck is starting to hurt from turning my head. You're just gonna see the side of me. That's okay.
なるほど。この艦の所有者とは趣味が合いそうだ。ただ、不意打ちというのはあまり感心しませんがね。 少女を返してもらいましょうか。
それは無理
Not a
な
likely
相
proposal,
談。
I would assume. Or proposition, whatever. To be continued. What will happen to the little girl? We will never know. Or we'll watch the next. Oops, that was not the next one, I don't think. This is the next one. Are we having fun, guys? Are we having fun before we start this one? Actually, this was the right one. Oops. Chapter 3. There's only 6 chapters, so we're already getting through there. as expected, this is gonna be my lowest viewership stream like ever because, well, not ever, but like in like at least 2 years, because who wants to watch a PowerPoint presentation? But you know, it's fine. We're having a good time. We're having a good time. Let's keep going.
ようこそ。我々はスキエンティア。名前ぐらい聞いたことがあるだろう？スキエンティア。反 UMN を歌うレジスタンスですね。少女をどうするつもりです？彼女はレメゲドンと深い関わりがある。プログラムに関わったぐらいで彼女を殺す理由にはならないでしょう。
Alright. Yes, the 2005 PowerPoint is canon, if you were asking in chat. This is important lore. This is very important lore, I'm telling you. Okay, Shion's not working for Scientia yet. So that, when she said she was working for Scientia, that was after, like, the year had completely passed. Right now, we're a little bit earlier than that. Shion just gave us a very brief summary of what had happened, before we actually got into why all had happened. So they're giving us some information about Scientia now. So they are against the UMN because they think the UMN is what is causing the Gnosis phenomenon. UMN being the Unus Munus network, which is what allows like light speed travel and like the global communication, everything that's happening in like the entire universe. If you don't catch everything here, it's probably not that big a deal. There's just a couple important things that are important for Saga 3 for sure. But a lot of the background stuff here is not the, like, most important to understand the game. Of course it was made by Mizrahi. Bronya, Cecily, and Kath. We remember them from Xenosaga 2 and 1. What is she hiding? What would the, Realian who says her name is Nephilim be hiding?
レメゲトンはただのプログラムじゃない。脳内に取り込んだ場合、その個体は汚染され、グノーシス化してしまう。しかも、個人の意識がそのまま保持される形でね。
どういうこと？
まさか、人の意識を持ったままグノーシス化すると。我々はグランディと呼んでる。少女が汚染されているのだ。だがなぜ今頃になって。
So we're learning that when people become Gnosis, they keep their consciousness.
正しいのならば、汚染されたのは14年前のこと。なぜ今になって姿を現したか。
ベクターよ。
ベクター。
おかしな話よね。レメゲトンはもともとベクターが管理していた。
Lemegeton was originally controlled by
弱
Vector.
き耳
Why
開
is
きの
that?
研究費用の一部はベクターから出資されていた事実もある。
I'm gonna pause it really quickly because they're doing stuff that's important on both the top and the bottom, which is kind of annoying. So basically, we are learning that Vector, which is the company Shion currently works for, has been funding some things in the background the entire time, like the Joachim Mizrahi's research. They had control of Lebegeton program, which was related to the Gnosis. So there's some very interesting reveals happening, essentially.
属している UMN だってベクターによって作られ。
But Vector is also supposed to be the company that's tasked with dealing with the Gnosis, so what's going on here,
ベ
you
ク
know?
ターが今回の事件のことを知らないわけがない。
しかし、それはただ
Now some shade is being cast at Vector.
もちろん推測よ。ベク
Gonna pause for just a second again so you can read everything again. Alright, let's keep going.
ターの真意はわからないし証拠もない。でもね、あの企業は UMN のその危険性を承知していながら公表もせず隠蔽し、何か別の目的に利用
It
しよう
seems
と
like
し
the
てい
leader
る
of Vector, who we know as Wilhelm, might have some personal involvement in this. Now, obviously, if you've been paying attention to Xenosaga 1 and 2 at all, you know he's kind of shady, but we're kind of getting a little bit more confirmation behind that now. Of course, Vector knows about it. I wonder who could be acting in the shadows.
「我々はこれからグリモアの正体を暴く。うまくいけば、
Can you guys see that at the top, actually, or is my camera covering it up? Okay, sorry, hold on, let me read this. So the captain says, now we will uncover the true nature of Grimoire. If all goes well, we will obtain proof of Vector's implication in all this.
している証拠を手に入れることができるだろう。
Good.
まあ、
Tell me when you'd like to go.
ゆっくりと見物していってくれ。シオン、さっきの話ですが。
でもまだベクターが絡んでるって決まったわけじゃないし、私は私にできることをやるだけよ。
Shion in denial.
そうですか。
Yeah, Shion and Jin in Missing Year do seem to be getting along quite well.
グリモアの少女、疑似脳への UMN バイパスを生成。
レメゲトンの準備は
UMN へ強制干渉を開始。バイパスの接続を確認。
さて、撒いた餌に食いついてくるのはセントマリアの人魚かジェニー・ハニバーか。どっちにしてもまともではないのは確かだがね。
グリモアを名乗る男、本当に出てくると思う？
さて、どうかな。だが奴には手段を選んでいる余裕などないはずだ。必ず食いついてくるよ。
シナプスの数値安定。グリモアの少女。
So we are doing encephalon dives now.
グリモアの少女の脳波
We're going to try to find out who this grimoire.
モニターによるトレースを開始。
バイパスへの外部データの転送を確認。
システムオールグリーン。カウント入ります。5、4、3、2、1。
Why would her face change when she figures out Jin is there? Jin's just the most terrifying person, I agree.
What? どうした？
まずい。興奮状態を抑えないと。
何事だ？
Untranslated. Skip to 803 for next scene. Where's Momo in the chat when you need her to translate this?
バイパスにも問題ありません。どういうことだ？
We can just assume that something bad's happening.
グリモアの少女。
ごめんなさい。私、ダンスが欲しいの。それがないと、思い出がもらえないの。
Basically, what's going on, let me explain really quickly. So they were doing an encephalon dive into the girl to try to find information about the grimoire person, and now she's going crazy during it happening because of Jin. Basically.
何様のつもり？あなたには最初から思い出などないのよ。
そんなことない。忘れているだけ。段数があれば返してもらえるの。
いいように騙されてるのがわか
Dang,
らない。
doctors.
やめなさい。その子をそれ以上挑発してはいけない。
No, it does not use Saga 3 soundtrack. Some of the songs are like different versions of Saga 3 soundtrack, but it's not the same thing. Go, Shion! You know, just mentally torturing a little girl. Casual Xenosaga things.
どうしました、シオン。シオン、返事をしてくれ。シオン。
Thank you, Jin. To be continued. Shion is dead. I can't believe it. Alright. Don't worry, guys. We're actually almost done. Don't worry.
残念だけど
That should be one of your alert sounds. That would be great.
助かる見込みは
たとえわずかでも
Shion is
可能性は
dead.
残っているはずです。
そうね。でも最悪の状況も考えておかないと。心の準備はしておくべきよ。
何を準備するというんです。
See, the reason there's like no tension here is because you know they'd never like kill an important character in a freaking PowerPoint.
ごめんなさい。そうね。あなたは信じてあげるべきよ。
Yeah, she did an encephalon dive, so I think her consciousness is like trapped inside the encephalon and her body's just like a vegetable right now or something like that. I don't know I don't know if that's exactly it, but to my understanding that's what happened. Yeah, okay, that is what happened. Her consciousness is held within the encephalon UMN dive. And poor Jin, man. He feels useless. I feel so bad for Jin. Hi, Ellie. It's the real Nephilim. Fun fact about Nephilim, the Japanese Nephilim has the same voice actor as Ellie from Xenogears. The exact same one.
ベクターによって封印された思い出の世界。
封印。思い出の世界。
ここは忌まわしき記憶と悲しき
I think that's covered up. Hold on, I did not mean to do that. So Nephilim says, since part of it's covered up, it's where terrible memories and painful thoughts remain. Soon, all consciousness will unite here. Shion, Grimoire, and the young girl can be found here.
やがてこの場所にすべての意識が集まる。彼女もグリモアもそして少女も。
I might be able to speed it up now, but if the text starts moving really fast again, I'm going to have to stop it.
ええ。
Grimoire is holding Shion
グリモア
prisoner.
によ
Feels
っ
bad.
てこの場所に囚われている。
教えてくれ。どうすれば。
人が思いを遂げようとしたとき、必ずしも
When a person tries to fulfill their dream, they don't necessarily become happy. This dream can be so strong that it brings misfortune to those around them. Grimoire still has not realized this. Please, Jin, stop him. Jin got this. Jin got this.
グリモアを止めて。
It's the most important PowerPoint you'll ever see in your life. Is that readable? Yes. Okay.
Nephilim がそう言ったの？
ええ。ベクターによって封印されたアルスノバという場所に 少女と共に囚われていると。
二人を助けに行くつもり？無茶よ。ベクターの管理す
Please
る
do
中
the
枢領域
voices.
なんて政府としても簡単に手を
You're
下せる
planning
場
to go
所で
save
はない
them?
わ。
That's foolishness.
やはり協力してはもらえませんか。
Even the smallest error could
あ
cost
な
us
たも
dear.
私もただでは済まないのよ。
I know. I won't force you.
無理強いはしませんよ。
ジン、
Y'all don't need me to do the voices. Y'all can read. We got high quality 2005 PowerPoint voice acting.
申し訳ないが、ES とこの談笑を
This is how he gets Ruben.
しばらくお借りします。
This is actually kind of important. So Jin did not have an ES in Xenosaga 2, but he says, I have no excuse, but I'm going to borrow this ES and your fragment for a while. The fragment being, I think, the Vessel of Anima or something that'll make it work. And yeah, so this is the ES Ruben.
とこの談笑をしばらくお借りします。参ります。
Take off. On her face was the same expression as that day. Uh-oh, Jin backstory?
状況は
Seems that during the last two attacks, in a radius of 0.859 kilometers from the center, Gnosis have appeared. In particular, a large form is emerging in this hangar.
妙ですね。
As I
ま
thought,
る
it
で
seems
何か
they
を
are
探し
searching
てい
for
るよう
something.
だ。
The enemies have begun to move. They must have spotted our position. More than 16 are approaching, but it is impossible to determine their exact numbers because of interference. Why is all the text at the top of the screen now? I put my camera in the spot so it wouldn't be covering up text.
ついてこられますか。いい返事です。
Dude, they don't even have anything in the background. It's just white text over a black background.
何者？教えねえよ。ああ、余計なことすんなよな。俺がグリモアに怒られちゃうんだ
Grimoire will
ぞ。
scold him again.
グリモ
あいつが見つかんないのも全部おっさんのせいだかんな。
ア。あいつ。
I agree, Jin. What are you talking about?
そうだ、決めた。こんなのどう？
ボス、何を。
僕を邪魔した罰だよ。
けどそんなことをすればあなた
Stop. If you continue this, it'll touch you too. Black text over white background again. Oh, man. Or white text over black background, sorry. The boy made it touch the reality and he began to gnosis. What a jerk! What a jerk! She executed the Hilbert effect and pulled herself into our dimension.
わからない。
Oh, hold on, let me go back. It didn't give us enough time to read that one. She executed the Hilbert self and pulled herself into our dimension. With no way to save her, and given that she was completely nosified, there was nothing I could do but destroy her. And now, back to the present.
いや、来ないで。助けて、クリモア。
Had the opportunity to meet one who nosified my partner in the 100 series Realian. At that time, the girl was also afraid. My partner executed the Hilbert effect on herself, which pulled her into our dimension, and I had no choice but to destroy her. The girl saw it, and at all and wasn't frightened by the scene itself, but by me. Likely she wanted to run away from me and didn't want me to rescue her. I must at all costs force myself to forget this so I can concentrate on the rescue. I'll pause this really quickly. Going a little bit faster than I would like, but the 0.75 speed's a little slower than I would like. Alright, let's keep going now. If Xion were with me, she would surely yell at me, saying I was irresponsible and rash. But as long as I shared a common interest with Scientia, it was possible that I could work with them. But before Doctus could consider my proposition, there was this conversation.
どういうつもり？まさか私たちを潰しに来たのかしら。
見ての通り丸腰ですよ。
My camera's probably covering this up again, isn't it?
私はグリモアの居場
That's
所を知
just
っている。
Grimoire. Okay.
そしてそこへ行かなければならない理由がある。その手伝いをお願いしたいんです。すべてが終わった後で、グリモアと談笑を引き渡しましょう。
虫のいい話ね。
あなたたちにはダイブの準備を頼みたい。悪い話ではないと思いますが。
ダイブ中、あなたの命は我々が握ることになるのよ。そこまで信用してくれるの？
信用するしかありません。他に打つ手がないんでね。
取引に応じなかったら？
それは困ります。
That would be bothersome indeed. I never thought of that possibility.
そのひょうひょうとした態度。怒りを通り越して呆れるわね。
This will be the only time we work together.
取引に応じ
Dang,
て
everyone hates Jin.
ただし、言うだけの働きはしてもらうわよ。
Poor Jin, man. Complimentary reports on Grim. First of all, the series of incidents in connection with the fragments were caused by a man called Grimoire Verum. Given that the origin of these unexplained phenomena, as well as the hiding place of the one responsible, is in Vector's special maintenance area, there are strong chances that Grimoire Verum himself is there. We will get to the bottom of this mystery. Hopefully. How has he managed to stay alive all this time? That is a mystery. For an unknown reason, possibly linked to the disappearance of Lost Jerusalem, it seems that he has become a spiritual entity that exists within the UMN. We can assume that... Really? Wow. I did not expect it to be that fast. We can assume that Vector knows this fact, hides the existence of Grimoire, and holds him in order to reconstruct Limigeton. So there it is. So Vector Industries has been hiding this information, and they want to use Grimoire to reconstruct the Limigeton program and, like, basically control the Gnosis and everything. That's the important part of that.
まさかアルスノバとは。これでベクターの関与がはっきりしたわけね。いい？今から UMN に直接干渉をかけ、強制的に突破口を作るわ。そこを通ってアルスノバまで移動する。
了解です。アルスノバの座標は？
そこにグリモアの少女がいるのなら、団将が共鳴して道案内してくれるわ。当然、ベクターの特別管理領域だから全力で潰しに来るわよ。生き残れるかどうかは。
Survival depends on you. Well, Jin's got this.
ご期待に添えるよう。
Jin is epic. He would never lose in a fight. He has a katana. To be continued. What will happen in Jin VR mode? Only 2 more chapters left. But the last 2 are the longest 2 chapters. We got a 16-minute one and then a 20-minute one. Maybe slower if I change the speed again.
ここ私助かったの。うん。あなたね。あなたが助けてくれたんでしょ。うん。そう。 りがとう。あなたは大丈夫？怪我はない？どうして私のことを助けてくれたの？
私を守ろうとしてくれたから。
そっか。あなた、ネピリムっていうの？
グリモアがくれたの。
グリモアって、あなたのお父さん？
わからない。私、何も覚えてないの。でも、グリモアは私のこと、
So what is up with our second Nephilim here?
何でも？
うん。名前も思い出も全部。でも、それをもらうためには、断書を集めないとダメなの。全部集めないと、グリモアに怒られるの。怖いよ。私にはできないよ。
大丈夫。大丈夫よ。何も怖くないわ。私がそばにいてあげるわ。必ず守ってあげるから。
What was that? Let's pause that frame really quickly. That might be important. Interesting. Interesting.
私を守ってくれるの？
ええ。あなたを一人にしないわ。それに、私だけじゃない。兄さんも一緒よ。
兄さん？
そう。ジン・ウズキっていうの。変わり者で頑固だけど。
That's the first positive thing Shiona said about Jin all
すごく
series.
優しいのよ。だから大丈夫。絶対に助けてあげるわ。うん。
ジン、うずき。
I was in a strange place with her. I wouldn't say it's an old church. I had no idea. Next to me was a frightened little girl who held tightly to my arms. To be reassuring, I tried erasing my anxiety. Because of this, I didn't remark on her change. Yes, once she heard the name Jin Uzuki, her face slightly changed. Why does everyone hate Jin?
何をそんなに恐れているのかな。
あなた、何？
グリモア、あの人が、
怖い？
わかんない。
This is Grimoire. Apparently.
きっと、いじめられる。助けて。
残念だが、それはできない。
助けてくれないの？
ネピリム、君は思い出が欲しいのだろ？
ネピリムって名前、くれたよ。思い出もくれるって。
そう、僕は君に約束した。可愛い名前も温かい思い出も
You must obtain all the
君の全て
fragments,
をプ
then
レ
you
ゼン
can
ト
come
すると
see.
ね。 だがそのために君はレメゲトンの断章を手に入れなければならない。そして僕のいるこの場所まで来なければならないんだ。
そんな、できない。怖いよ。
大丈夫、できるさ。さあ、おいでネピリム。
何言ってるの？ふざけないで。
Oh, she's getting kidnapped by him again. Hi, Jin. Immediately after she gets kidnapped, there's Jin. Oh, isn't that nice? She was relieved upon seeing Jin. A whole host of macrophages appeared before us. How did Doctus get in
情
here?
けない声出してどうしたの？そんなに私が恋しかった？ここは私が抑えるわ。早くグリモアを。
しかし、
西インボニ
Speaking Latin.
エセノポテスト。
Oh man. Why did she do that if we're enemies? He had to ally himself with Scientia. Grimoire seems to have fled to the depths of this building. We went in pursuit of him.
ようこそ我が聖域へ。
Welcome to my holy land.
君たちには感謝しているんです。おかげで
This wasn't a game, this would
彼
be
女が
boss
覚
fight
醒する
time.
ことができたのですからね。
私の仕事はまだ終わっていない。
この地でなおくだらぬ虚勢を張れるとは。いいでしょう。これから行われる奇跡の目撃者となってもらいましょう。
奇跡。
Miracle?
あなたたちはここが単なる機密情報の集積地
Space
だと思っているよ
2.0
うですが、それは大きな勘違いだ。
ベクターによって作られたあなたのための檻、精神の牢獄だと
The
言いたい
place
のです。
created by Vector.
牢獄。
It's a holy land, not a prison. It is here that I exist completely.
この地は僕にとって聖地。ここに僕のすべてが存在する。
あなたは自ら望んでここ
Why
に
are
と
all
ど
these
まってい
people
る。
insane?
理解してもらえるとは思っていませんよ。だからその意味を教え
Space
てあげ
Pope,
よう
but
という
harder.
のです。
Imagine.
ふずき、ふずき、断章。やめて、お願い。
Oh, Jin's dying. Goodbye, Jin. So that's why she wanted the fragments. She told us that the fragments were indispensable for her to get her memory back. Her memories. Realian born for experiments? Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. I didn't even see it change the entire slide. I'm stupid. Not knowing who she was, he was probably the only one who could tell her. But could she be happy if she got her memories back knowing that she was a Realian born for experiments? Makes sense. Could you really be happy?
さあ、おい
Come,
で。
with this, you can have
これ
everything.
で全てを手に入れることができるんだ。
What is this? These are my...
これが
This is my memory?
これが私の記憶。違う。
This is wrong. It's wrong. It's... The Song of Nephilim.
ネピリムの歌声。
You hear it.
さあ、
This
聞
song.
くがいい。
My beloved song.
我が愛しき歌声を。
Stop.
ダメよ。
I'll never let you
こ
play
の
this
歌を
song.
歌わせてはダメ。
やがて歌は UMN へと広がり、
Will propagate through the UMN and resonate with the entire universe. And then my daughter, Nephilim, can be brought back to this holy land.
ネピリムをこの聖地へと呼び戻すことができ
Well,
る。
we've now finally figured out the Song of Nephilim's
ネ
origin.
ピリムがあなたの娘。
これ、
These
私の
aren't
記憶
my
じゃ
memories.
ないの。
このアルスノバは愛しき娘の記憶。君にはこの記憶のすべてを受け継いでもらう。
Dang, that's rough for the Realian Nephilim.
レメゲトンの
You shall inherit her memories.
君に
Then we will use Lemegeton and you can accommodate my daughter's soul. You will become the object of... That is so messed up. That is
希望
actually
の
so
より
messed
し
up.
ろとなるのだ。
やめて、やめてよ。
嫌がることはない。君は望みのものを手に入れたのだよ。
違う。こんなの、私の記憶じゃない。
バカな。なぜ拒絶する？やめろ！頼む！ネピリムを、娘を受け入れてくれ。なぜだ！なぜ拒む！
わからないの？
You don't understand? She doesn't want someone else's memories. Her soul only wants its own memories. You don't see that you're only hurting those around you?
どうして気づいてあげられないの？
偽りの心に変わり、
Instead of having a soul shrouded in lies, she will harbor a free soul and live as Nephilim. I'm sure that she would be a much happier.
これほど幸せなことがあるか。
そんなのあなたの思い込みじゃない。
知ったふうな口を聞くな。ベクターの若造に利用され続けな。
Don't talk like you know everything. While Vector used me, I was stuck here for an eternity. I've endured the pain of losing my daughter all this time.
そんな。
ああ、僕の希望が消えてゆく。
The fragments that Grimoire planted in the girl united in Lemegeton was finally complete. After the awakening of Lemegeton, she began to be swept away by Gnosis. If she stayed in this state, she would emit the song throughout the UMN, which would quickly spread it and make it resonate all throughout the universe. If this happened, our world would be completely overrun by the Gnosis. Why did this have to happen? She only wanted her memories. Grimoire only wanted to revive his beloved daughter. The two of them only wanted to attain their wishes and nothing more. But in reality, their wishes mutually hurt them and only brought misfortune to other people.
Nephilim.
ネピリム。
やっと戻ってきてくれたね。待っていた。ずっと待っていたんだ。おかえり、ネピリム。
あなたを こに縛り付けていたのはこの私への思いがあなたを。ごめんなさい。
Meanwhile, to be continued. One more chapter left. One more PowerPoint presentation left, guys. Can we get through it? 20 minutes? Can we do it? How are we enjoying it so far, guys? Are we making it? So we're finally figuring out the origin behind Nephilim, the Song of Nephilim, Lemegeton, and the Gnosis, and how all that came to be. That is a lot of the important stuff that's in Missing Year, and we're also learning the truth behind Vector and what led to Shion leaving Vector. So, let's finish this off here. We only got a little bit more to go. No, I absolutely agree. They should have at least like tried to explain in better detail why Shion left Vector before starting Xenosaga 3, because it's honestly, that part is extremely important to like the overall plot and everything, but there are some things in here that aren't the most important, but pretty much everything here does lead to something, and it gives us a good backstory. It explains how we met Doctus, who just would randomly appear in Saga 3 otherwise. So everything here is actually important and canon, so it's worth watching. Is the video play? Okay, it is. Hello, Cosmos!
Cosmos.
It's good to see you again. The fragment of Lemegeton, while keeping her consciousness intact, nosified her. She lost her senses and we could no longer hear her voice. I was unable to contain my emotions and I began to lose control when Cosmos, equipped with her new exoskeleton, appeared to get us out of this mess. She protected us from the Gnosis attack, seizing the opportunity... Seizing the opportunity, Jin turned towards the Gnosis with his katana.
兄さん、何をするの？やめて、嘘でしょ？
これ以上あの子を苦しませるべきではない。
やめてよ。お願い、あの子と話がしたいの。兄さん！
行きますよ、コスモス。
行きます。
Jin's katana cut the Gnosis in two, allowing the Maiden of Grimoire to pull herself out what remained. My brother was right. Go back again. My brother is right. She hadn't completely Gnosified yet, and she could still be saved.
シオン、思い出してあげて。彼女のことを。
Hello, child Shion.
アルマデル？これ、あなたの名前なの？どうしてこんなところにいるの？大丈夫？
Oh, we learn her real name is Almadil.
宇月監察官、検体の意識覚醒しました。
あなた、誰？
レメゲトンの固着状態は
Suo is Shion and Jin's father.
これ以上水らひ博士を待たせるわけにいかんぞ。
今のところはうまく固定されているようです。しかし値が安定していません。
やむをえん。フェーズ6からやり直す。
それでは検体に負担が。
構わん。これ以上の遅延、彼らへの言い訳が立たん。
やめて。何をするの？いや、怖い。
さあ、いい子だ。おとなしく言うことを聞いてくれ。
大丈夫？誰？いや、怖い。ねえ、この子怖がってる。かわいそう。
宇月監察官、ご息女が。
ここには入るなと言っただろう。
だって。
早く出て行きなさい。脳内に余計なゴミがあるとノイズが出る。投薬の量を増やしてみるか。
いや、やめて。いや。
さあ、おとなしくしてくれよ。
I guess whatever it said at the top there is not important. Serious operation, Shion just hanging out. I remembered everything. With the help of the girl's memories, my memory returned. On Milsha 14 years ago, I met her, and in my memories was my father, Suo Uzuki. That's why she was scared of my brother's face. He looked a bit like our father. I don't know what kind of connection my father could have had with Vector, Joachim Mizrahi, and Grimoire. In any case, one thing was certain. I had memories in common with Almadil.
知ってる。私、この子のこと知ってる。いやー！アルマデル！しっかりして！
アルマデル。
そうよ、アルマデル。あなたの本当の名前よ。
アルマデル。
What a close-up shot.
あなた、アルマデルって名前なのね。私はシオン。あなた、一人ぼっちなの？怖がらないで。私がそばにいてあげる。大丈夫。今度いじめられたら、私が守ってあげるね。
シオン。シオン。
じゃあ、またね。
私がそばにいてあげるわ。必ず守ってあげるから。
シオン。
そうよ、アルマデル。私よ。
るよ。もう何も怖くないからね。だから歌を止めましょう。
Shion be like, I will save the universe by being a good person.
止まらないの。止められないよ。
諦めちゃダメ、アルマデル。
シオン。
怖がらないで。約束したよね。私がついてるわ。どうして止められないのね、ピルム。
ダメなの。私にもそんな力はない。彼女はすでにレメゲトンに取り込まれている。こちら側で生きることはできないわ。彼女が生き続けるにはこのままレメゲトンを受け入れるしかない。でもそれを決めるのは彼女自身。
そんな、どうして。
止められないよ。このままだとシオンが。
アルマデル、みんなシオンを助けたい。
でもできないの。私には止められない。
大丈夫、止められるわ。あなたがそれを望むのならもう分かっているはずよ。思い出して。
思い出す。
Remember?
じゃあまたね。
Hello, child Shion again. Oops. We only spent a few days together, but for her, they were happy moments, important memories. It was for those that she made her decision to protect us with her memories.
これ私の中の温かい。これが。
止められる？
でも寂しくない？
そうね。それもあなたの、そしてあなたと出会った人の消えることのない思い出となるわ。
私の思い出。シオン。
アルマデル。
シオン。私にも思い出があったの。あのね、あなたが私にくれたのよ。
アルマデル。あなた。
今度、また会うことができたら、一緒に遊んでくれる？
何言ってるの？もちろんよ。いつでも遊んであげるわ。
楽しみにしてる。
アルマデル。あなた、何をする気なの？
あのね、今度は、私がシオンを守ってあげる。
待って、アルマデル。そんなの嫌よ。
ありがとう、シオン。
I love that quick shot to Shion's face.
やめて、アルマデル。お願いよ。やめてよ。兄さん、彼女を止めて。
じゃあ、またね。
もねえ、アルマデル、嘘でしょ。なんで、どうして彼女が。
彼女はレメゲトンを拒絶したんです。我々を救うため、いや、お前との思い出を守
I
るため。
assume that meant to say rejected, but...
そんなのって。
So another thing to Shion's mental trauma. Poor Shion, man.
もうすぐここは閉じた空間となる。グリモアとアルマデルのための誰も訪れることのない永遠の墓標。
シオン、空間の崩壊が始まっています。早く脱出を。
いい。もう疲れたの。
Jeez, Jin.
兄さん。
シオン、あなたがこのまま諦めてアルマデルが喜ぶと思うのですか？
だったら教えてよ。アルマデルは一体何のために生まれてきたの？あの子の幸せって一体。
それは他人が推測で語れるような問題ではない。その答えを出せるのはアルマデル自身です。
そんな理屈。
I don't want your facts and logic.
だけどね、一つ確かなことがある。あなたに会うことで、彼女はあの笑顔を手に入れることができたんです。それは紛れもない事実ですよ。
兄さん。
さあ、帰りましょう、シオン。
It's Jin being a good big brother.
Dreaming of my heart. Now I'm crying, don't know why.
14 years ago, Joachim Mizrahi created the Udu system. The foundation of this system rested on the Gnosis calling program Lemegeton. Almadel was born to serve as a guinea pig for his research. Grimoire planted Nephilim's memory into Almadel's brain. Then, using Lemegeton, he tried to revive Nephilim's consciousness. However, Almadel rejected these memories and sacrificed herself to stop the Song of Nephilim created by Lemegeton. She nosified and turned to salt. When you become a pillar of salt, it feels bad. Almadel and Grimoire were lost as Ars Nova was destroyed. It was announced that this marked the end of the current Gnosis attacks. Officially, the one responsible, Grimoire Verum, was reported missing. The truth of these facts... Let me read. Jeez. The truth of these facts were mysteriously hidden by Vector. Wonder why. Other areas suffered the pressure of Vector. Yuri of the subcommittee was transferred to a Federation military establishment. I also heard that the Foundation that was in charge of the investigation was pursued for having connections to this incident. My discipline for having broken to S Division was demotion and outright removal of my position as chief. The Cosmos project was frozen until a new chief was named. So Xion got demoted, but you know that doesn't matter because she left anyway. Had there been any other measures taken by Vector, I would still consider myself lucky. Effectively, even after my demotion, I could still continue to participate in Cosmos development, given that there are still things for First Division to do. But a loss of confidence in the UMN and Vector arose inside me, and this feeling would not go away. I could never forget Almadel. That's why I passed in my resignation letter. It's probably something that Alan and the others will never forgive me for, but as long as I have bitterness towards Vector, it is doubtful that I could ever return. It would no longer be possible for me to see Cosmos. I have not thought about what would happen, but I intend to research the truth on the subject with my father and his part in the incident 14 years ago, the UMN and Vector. Feb and Nephilim told me I must face my past. To be continued in Xenosaga Episode 3. I love how Almadel's like arguably one of the most important characters, and she doesn't appear in any of the actual games. Feels bad. Oh man. Neither does Grimoire, but at least we have Nephilim. Imagine going straight from 2 to 3 and you don't even know who Almadel is, and you don't know why Xion left Vector. Do we learn how Nephilim was able to contact Xion throughout the first 2 games? I think that is explained in the last game, actually. If it's not, I'll tell you afterwards. So, that was Missing Year. It's not very long to go through it all, but it is important lore for the series, and it's outside of like the kind of like the first part of it, and it's like kind of boring. It does get pretty interesting, and it's still some pretty interesting plot that ties everything together. Yeah, even Grimoire barely gets any mention in 3. That is going to be it for Xenosaga Missing Year. That is going to give us the missing link and explain why Xion left Vector, which is going to be where we're going to begin Xenosaga Episode 3. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I know I am. I cannot wait to see all the reactions to that game. That is one of my favorite games ever. Second favorite of all time, right after Xenoblade 2. Very, very close to first. So I'm hoping you guys will enjoy the experience just as much as I do. So I can't wait. Thank you all, and I hope you're all looking forward to it. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.